Hey everyone, have you met Mary Dee Allen with Wimberly Lawson?
Hi,
How are you, Mary?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Mary is here to tell us a little bit about all things marijuana. So confusing.
Yes.
Because we don't know if we should still be testing for marijuana or not. All around us, states are dropping marijuana from their drug testing, those who have approved marijuana.
Right.
And of course, we're talking about medical marijuana mostly.
Mostly 34 states have actually
34 states.
have actually
I knew
passed
that it was
legislation.
really getting popular, but
Yes.
but Tennessee is not one of those states.
Tennessee has not passed legalization of marijuana at this point.
Probably will though.
It is coming. There was actually a very popular bill before the legislature this year. Had a lot of support. It was a medical marijuana bill for,
medical
I
marijuana.
believe the threshold was devastating medical conditions or serious medical conditions. It was tabled at the last minute by its supporters because they did not have enough support for its passage and thought it would die in committee. But they have promised it will resurface in 2020.
I believe that.
Yes.
So I think it's confusing to HR professionals who have the drug-free workplace, and they're trying to make sure that they test for all the appropriate things.
Sure.
And of course, anytime anyone fails a drug screen, the hiring manager assumes it's marijuana.
Right.
The first thing they want to know is, was it marijuana? And then if it was, of course, you don't tell them, but they'll start telling you it's not fair because
Right.
everybody smokes marijuana, which I don't think is true, but there's a generation out there, obviously, who use it quite frequently.
Right.
So it's so controversial because they really want to hire this person, and they think if they fail for that reason that it's unfair.
I understand. I'll throw a third component in there. The use of CBD products, which is a component that's found in hemp. It has a very low THC content.
But there is some.
They are legal in Tennessee so long as they contain 0.3% THC or less. That market has grown by leaps and bounds in the last 2 years. It's everywhere. And so a lot of folks are believing that drug screens are being failed for THC because of the use of CBD products. That is possible. If you take them in high quantities.
Can you tell by the drug test?
There is no way to differentiate between the two. However, if you are testing positive in Tennessee for THC, that is still considered an illegal substance.
Even CBD?
Even if you are testing positive as a result of CBD.
Wow.
Now, the Tennessee Drug-Free Workplace actually has mandatory testing that includes marijuana metabolites such as THC. And so if you're a Tennessee drug-free workplace, you're actually required to test for that. And if the test comes back positive for THC in Tennessee, you still have the ability to take adverse employment action based on a zero tolerance for drugs in your workplace. It's going to change in the coming months, but that is the law at this point.
Okay, so currently, let's say you're a multi-state employer.
Yes.
And you have a company in Arkansas and one in Tennessee.
Yes.
So you have separate rules for the separate states.
You would almost have to. Arkansas has passed medical marijuana in, and Arkansas is one of the states that also passed employment protections in its legalization of marijuana. So it has employment protections specifically contained in that law. And so if you have operations in both states, you're really going to have to tailor your policy to each state.
Oh,
yes.
Gosh.
A nightmare.
It gets more and more confusing.
Yes, for sure.
So I bet folks would love to email you and get more information if you'd like to share your contact information.
Sure. My email address is mallen@wimberlylawson.com.
Great. So thanks for joining us. I hope you learned a lot about all things marijuana and how to handle it in the workplace. If not, be sure and email Mary Dee Allen and she'll get all those answers for you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for our next interview in about 30 minutes.